It all started on August 6, 2025. A quiet moment in a laboratory that would ultimately shift our understanding. The James Webb Space Telescope, intended to peer into the universe's beginnings, had to initiate an emergency override due to something alarming nearby. An object resembling a comet at first glance. Dubbed 3I Atlas, the initial data stream disrupted everything we believed to be true. At 6 astronomical units away from the Sun, a comet should remain dormant. It ought to be a frosty remnant, still and unremarkable. However, Webb detected signs of activity. A coma characterized not by water vapor but by an overwhelming presence of carbon dioxide, 8 times more plentiful than water. This unusual ratio had never been recorded before. The gas cloud was eerily sparse, lacking dust or chaotic matter, featuring only smooth, deliberate plumes of CO, suggesting an engineered process was at play, venting this compound in a manner nature wouldn't. The very chemistry signaled intention, not randomness. Then came the metallic signature. Strong, recurring nickel lines illuminated across ultraviolet and near-infrared bands, intensifying as the object approached. The mere presence of nickel was noteworthy. The complete absence of iron, flatlined across all instruments, fundamentally challenged existing knowledge. In every known meteorite and comet, nickel and iron coexist, formed in explosive stellar phenomena. Here, though, nickel surpassed iron by a staggering 40-to-1. Separating these elements on Earth demands significant energy and industrial effort. In the frigid void of space, something was methodically conducting that separation. Motion added yet another baffling dimension. Within 72 hours, the object's speed increased by 0.12 meters per second squared. For an 11-kilometer body, that's no minor adjustment. It resembles a massive vessel accelerating in a tranquil sea without any engine. The acceleration unfolded in tiny bursts, jittery flickers layered over a primary trajectory, as if whatever resided inside intermittently powered on and off. Remarkably, every 7.2 hours, it brightened consistently, akin to a lighthouse beacon. Natural tumbling yields chaos. This displayed a rhythmic precision. Some speculated sails or rotating panels, while others envisioned a hollow, engineered structure. All concurred. This was not an ordinary rock. When Webb redirected to obtain high-resolution spectral data during an emergency override, the findings felt groundbreaking. The extreme carbon chemistry displayed volatility, starkly different from familiar solar system bodies. The nickel signatures stacked clearly at specific wavelengths. Iron was conspicuously absent. Teams re-evaluated the numbers relentlessly. The only laboratory process producing such separation indicated precise industrial chemistry. The implications were troubling and straightforward. This was either manufactured or manipulated. Soon, patterns emerged from the turmoil. Analyzing the thermal emissions unveiled a repetitive mathematical rhythm: prime intervals, Fibonacci ratios, geometric harmonics found in DNA, galaxies, and ancient structures. Initially, these echoed cosmic elegance. However, analysts soon observed the pulse altered the moment Webb focused on the object. It acknowledged our presence. A similar faint frequency once detected during Oumuamua's passage was now more pronounced, intentional, resembling a fingerprint predating language. The biological signal arrived quietly, then grew stronger. Machine learning models analyzed the emission timelines alongside compositional data, revealing a helical pattern embedded within the time series, a multidimensional twist resonating with early RNA structures. Though not identical to known life, it resembled a scaffold, a template. Molecular biologists simulated responses to these chemical structures. The sequences reacted and folded, behaving as blueprints. What seemed like gas venting appeared to signify the distribution of coded scaffolding, a seed, not a cell, an instruction, not a living organism. Then Earth's own systems responded. Ultra-low frequency pulses, heartbeats occurring every 43 seconds and every 7.2 hours, emerged in magnetic anomaly detectors from Antarctica to Australia. These signals originated not from above but within the Earth. Seismographs in the planet's quietest zones detected synchronized vibrations. Animal migrations shifted. Whales altered their paths. Bird flocks adjusted mid-flight. This felt less like an invasion and more like awakening memory. If Earth itself could resonate, maybe this frequency had echoed here before. Efforts to explore yielded further insights. A covert probe launched from a classified site recorded, moments before losing signal, a lattice of charged particles, a field that acted like a Faraday cage, reflecting the probe's signals back at itself in fractal patterns. The last images revealed the probe's silhouette mirrored back. Equipment failed. Sensors briefly blinded by a spike in a once quiet range between gamma and soft X-rays. One telescope in Australia lost its primary detection chip due to a millisecond pulse. Whoever or whatever operated 3i Atlas possessed the ability to blind, shield, and mirror. Radar investigations presented a deeper conundrum. Routine pings aimed at the object returned strange signals, with several attempts yielding a response from the far side of the Moon, arriving early and modulated in ways